Hey everybody, I just got an order in and wanted to share with you this new stamp, die, and stencil set that I got from LDRS Creative. And it's just so pretty. I've got a few things from LDRS, not much, and a lot of people I've come to realize have never heard of LDRS. They used to be called Little Darling's Rubber Stamp Company, but obviously everything's photopolymer with them now, so they changed it just to the initials LDRS. But the owner, Angie, has some really lovely, beautiful stencil sets. So normally I don't usually get the stamp set. I usually will just pick up a stencil and the die. Excuse me. But this was a special release bundle that she had, and so it came with all three. So what I've decided to do is I've already pre-stamped one out. So I thought I'd do one with the stamping, and then one without, to see if there's a big difference. I'm thinking with the flowers, having the black outline might be real pretty as a contrast to the color, where the one without the outline will probably be more like a softer watercolor, but we'll see. So I've already, like I said, done the stamping. I just love, excuse me, I just love the two sentiments that comes with Hope to See You Soon and Miss You Tons. I love both of those, and I haven't seen this. I don't have this in any stamp or die set, so that's what the flower will look like. So here's the stencils. Now I noticed that on their the example that they did, that it's two-tone, flower two-tone on the leaves, which the stencils are, but then they've got their berries in a different color. So and there isn't a stencil for the berries, so we'll see what happens. See if I'll try to do a different color or whatever. All right, so the stencils for this set are 5x5. I am so sorry. And they are labeled somewhere. A. Oh, okay. A, B, C, and D. We want to make sure everything is cut out that needs to be cut out. Now, the thing about her stencils is the actual flower, or the actual look of the, I don't even think you're going to be able to see it. But once you do the full flower, then it actually is etched. The whole shape of the flower is etched out, so you could to help line it up. So now I've lost the alphabet on this one. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right, so see if I can get this. Trying to line it up, and that looks perfect. So I'm going to tape the stencil to the paper, and then I'm going to tape the paper down right there. To the card. Or the card. All right. So I'm going to try to do the other, the little berries in a different color. So let me see if I have a little tiny brush that I could get into those little areas without, yeah, okay, let's try that. And let's do maybe a soft pink. All right, so let's do those first. And then if worse comes to worse and we get a little of that color over, you know, it is what it is. Nobody's gonna know, nor will they care. This little brush is perfect. All right, so we're gonna go in with the lighter color because we're gonna use the darker color for the shading. So I'm gonna use Pale Fig from the Spectrum Noir. Harmony. All right, see if we can get this colored here. Yeah, some color without it going. Now, some stencils, I've just done a stencil that had 3 stencils. I've done some that have had up to 8 stencils. So it depends on what it is and the company, how much detail they want to get into it. All right, so yeah, that worked out okay without getting the pink messed up. All right, so that was the Pale Fig. Now we're going to come in with the Crushed Velvet, which is a darker purple. Oh, but first we're going to change the stencil. That was almost a horrible thing. All right, let me get the tape off of here so we can reuse it. right. And all right, so that looks good. Oh, of course it looked good, and then I just, oh, it's okay. I just moved it. All right, so now we're gonna go in with the crushed velvet for the highlights. So these little berries have highlights too. So let's see if we just do these with the same purple on the pink that we used. See how that would work. All right. That is so pretty. So pretty. Okay. So that's the flower. And now we're going to go in with our greens for the leaves. Let's see. These are extremely easy to line up. Ugh. Which is a good thing since I just moved everything. Let me move this one. Oh no, it's okay. All right, so this one here, this little section, we're gonna have to be very careful with because I don't know if you can see. I wonder if I can put a tiny, tiny touch of washi tape to maybe hold that down. Right there. Is there anything under there? Okay. That way we won't have to be so careful. All right, so we'll go in with the light green color. Not sure if that's gonna. All right. This is Frosted Jade. Okay, here's where we want to be careful. move my fingers out of the way so I don't slip anything. All right, we're almost done with this one. I think we got it all. All right. Oh, nice. All right, let's get the tape off. And then we'll get this one on. This one is the tricky one. There we go. Right, that looks good. Now we're going to go in with the green topaz. Get those little shading on there. All right. Looks like we got everything covered. All right. Wait, I'm so confused. Jade green, frosted jade. I almost put the wrong top on the wrong bottom. All right. Oh my goodness, look at how pretty that is. And just with 4 stencils. So pretty. All right, so let's put this one aside. And then let's do just tape this down, and then let's just do the stencils and see. So we still got A. So let's go ahead and put that in the corner this time around. And let me get the tape off the other one. Okay. All right, so we are going to go back with, now it looks different because we don't have the stamp underneath. So I'm going to do the berries first, just like we did before. Berries. Okay, put that away. All right, now we're going to go in with the light purple, which was the pale fig. I'm going to wipe this on a paper towel just to get the, so I use the same one for the light and the dark. So let me clean some of that off. Okay. All right, now we're going to go in with the pale fig. All right, we're almost done with the first layer. Let's try to get around these berries again like we did the other time. So if you are familiar with LDRS, let me know. If you've never heard of them, let me know in comments also. Like I said, they sell LDRS on HSN, but she does have her own website. All right, so that was layer number 1. A lot of companies are doing the layering stencils. I think she was one of the first ones that actually came out with them. All right, this is our B. And since we bunted the card up in the corner and the stencil up in the corner, that's all we should have to do. Shouldn't have to worry about anything else to line up. All right, let's get rid of the pale fig. I almost thought I did the wrong one. Okay, pale fig gone. Crushed velvet coming for the highlights. Remember, we did highlights on the berries also, so we're not being careful. We're just going in and doing everything. All right. All right, let's get this undone, and then we're moving on to the leaves. All right. Now we're going to go in with the frosted jade. And we still have our little edges taped down. May have moved a little piece right here. I'll have to see what happens when we lift it. All right. Let's see what we got. No, it looks good. Okay. All right, if I can get the tape to stop sticking to my fingers. All right, last one. D. Perfect. I did not clean these in between. I probably should have, but I didn't. All right. All right, it looks like we got everything covered. All right, so let's take a look. All right. So here is the difference. You see them both side by side. So the noticeable difference is there's no connectors as there is here. But that's not something that cannot be fixed. So let me take this. Let's see. When it cuts out, what it will look like. I did it in black, but it certainly could be in green. I think that's the only, right there is the only, that Y right there. All right, so let's go ahead, final thing. Let's go ahead and cut them out and see what the difference is, how much of a difference there's going to be, if any. Yep, they'll fit. Okay. All right, so let's cut out the one. Let's see if those will. Should get the die out. So the nice thing about the flowers is that the die is all in one piece also. Let's go up here. It will cut it out, 3 pieces out, but it's only one die, so that looks good there. This needs to move there. All right, that looks good. All right, let's tape it up there. Tape it down here. I'm going to have to cut more off to get it through the little folder. Let me see if I can. This folder is not as bent. All right. We'll cut this one out first, and then we'll cut the other one out and compare. If I can get this to go through, there we go. All right. Well, that cut out perfectly. All right. All right, hold on a second. Let me get rid of these. All right, let me unstick this. I'm going to cut this off a little bit. All right. You know we can use this as a guide. All right, let's I don't know. We'll try this. Oops. All right. I was trying to see if it locked in. I don't know. Let's just do it the normal way. It worked the first time. Trust it'll work again. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. We shall see. That looks good there. That looks good there. All right. All right, so let's see. All right. All right, let's try this one, and then we'll compare. All right, let me get this out of the way. All right, so piece right there. It didn't come out. There's some black. Whoops. All right. All right, so that's without this stamp set. And then this one is with the stamp set. Can you see them both? I think you can. Yep, you can. All right, so I think it's like personal preference. I mean, I do like the stamp on this one. This, like I said, is more of a watercolor. But I think it's pretty. I don't hate it. And then this one has all the detail. So I think there are some things that you can do without a stamp, and I've got several that I've done. But I think in this case, I think I prefer the stamped image first, because it does give that detail, especially with the little berries. And then it separates the detail between the bottom of the flower where the stamen goes in and the top of the flower. See how there's no real definition here except for color, where it has it here. yet in a video I did earlier with the layered circles. I think the circles look better without having the stamped image, because it makes it more look like colored bubbles floating in the air, and I like this look. So, but I do prefer this one when it comes to the flower. So I'm glad that the kit came with the stamps. So, all right, so that's it. So, like I said, if you used LDRS before, and even if you haven't, let me know one way or the other. Have you heard of them before? Do you have any of their stuff? Is this the first time you've ever heard of them? And then I'd like to know what your preference is. Stamp first or no stamp? I see I drew that line wrong, and I would do it in the green and not in the black. So, unless you're going to outline every single thing in black, which clearly I'm not going to do because that would be crazy. But yeah, let me know. Do you like, which one do you like better? I just think it's so pretty, and it's so much easier to color with the stencils. You know, it's quicker, I should say. It's quicker when you're doing a quick card or whatever. Excuse me. Anyway, so that's it. So that's it for this one. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please hit the like button. If you're a subscriber, thank you for subscribing. If you just come and watch once in a while, thank you for doing that. I appreciate everybody. I'm you know, enjoying doing these demos and tutorials and unboxings, and they're just fun to do, and gives me a good excuse to shop, see, since I don't get anything for free. So, since I'm just, you know, small. So, all right, so that's it. So, until the next time, stay safe, stay well, and happy crafting. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.